Hey everyone, so today I want to talk to you about the Christmas with the Loose Women DVD. Some of you will know that Loose Women is my all-time favourite TV show and my highest career goal. You know, at some point in my career I will be behind that desk as a guest, as a panellist, as an anchor, I don't care. And I love Loose Women and I always have for as long as, well, for like 5 years or something. And I love the DVDs, but as the DVDs have been released, they've been sort of getting progressively worse. You know, the first one, the very best of, was fantastic. The second one, I think it was Late Night with Loose Women, was really good. Third one, Loose Women in New York, I don't think that's its actual title, is a bit icky. So I was like, I'm going to buy this, but I'm not going to like hold my breath. I could have held my breath. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, the best of will always be my favourite because it incorporates all of the greatest moments from sort of that time. But this one is without a doubt my second favourite Loose Women DVD. So we'll just have a quick look at the DVD itself and the cover and the disc and things, and then I'll talk to you about what it's about. So this is the Christmas DVD from 2011, and you can see which women are involved there, Denise, Carol, Andrea and Lisa. Wasn't really disappointed by that. My only preference I ever have for Loose Women DVDs is that Andrea is in it, and she's in 3 out of the 4, so I can't really complain too much. I'm delighted that she was in this. And the other 3 proved to be absolutely hilarious all the way through, so I had absolutely no complaints or anything there. Would have liked Linda to have been in it, but because she's sort of been doing Calendar Girls and Panto, well, Panto now, but not when the DVD was released, because she's not really been on Loose Women over the last year or so because of Calendar Girls, didn't think that was going to happen. And you have little images from the episode itself, and a cute little image of Andrea and Lisa trying to snap a cracker. And this is a 15, I will point that out. It's not that bad. The recency is contains moderate sex references and innuendo. Well, to be fair, Loose Women contains any episode of Loose Women you will find at least one innuendo, but it is to a little bit of an extreme. And then you have a disc there, which is very lovely, and then a leaflet for the DVDs, and personalised mug, which I don't have in my room just now, but I do have my mug with my name on. This is an hour and a half. I think it's just under an hour and a half. So it's basically like an extended episode of Loose Women, but a little bit more festive. They give each other presents, and that's obviously hilarious. There's different guests and things, and basically it is just a festive version of Loose Women. You know, the topics they discuss. Do you think, Christ, I watched this 3 days ago and I can't remember. You know, do you think we're spending too much on Christmas? And there seems to be quite a big divide. Now, I won't tell you which of the Loose Women were sort of anti-Christmas and which ones were really for Christmas. It's probably fairly obvious if you know anything about them, but you know, there was kind of a big divide. Some of them were like, no. And one Loose Woman, I'm not going to tell you who because it will spoil it, but it's fairly obvious, said presents with a C, not presents with a T. And I thought that was an absolutely fantastic thing, and I'd love to live my life by that, but I doubt I can, because I love the whole hype of Christmas, and I do go overboard with a lot of people's presents, and I shouldn't, but Christmas comes but once a year, yada yada yada. Various different challenges. Carol was hula hooping. Again, I've lost count how many times Carol has had to hula hoop on Loose Woman. It's insane. I think she tried out the roller hoop, which I actually had. I bought it after watching it. That's how much of a sucker I am for merchandising from Loose Woman. A lot of audience participation. Denise had to do a couple of challenges to see just how far Denise would go with things to kiss. And she had to kiss various kind of seemingly gross things, and if she kissed it, the allocated audience member would win a prize. And the last prize was a big Loose Woman hamper. And I looked at the hamper and I thought, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. I was like, well, I'd still love to win it, but still, I have everything in it, which made me feel kind of happy, you know. 3 guests, Brian Connolly, Ricky Tomlinson and Rosemary Schrager. All 3 of those provide great hilarity. Rosemary Schrager is helping you do a Christmas dinner, which is very interesting for people who want to learn how to do a Christmas dinner. A bit late for me, considering I didn't watch this until after Christmas, but I bought it just before. So that wasn't really beneficial to me, but I don't cook, can't cook, won't cook, refuse to cook. So, you know, it was still very interesting, and Ricky Tomlinson was hilarious. He was dressed as Santa. Is there a picture? Yes, there is. A picture of him dressed as Santa there, which is great, and Brian Connolly was very, very funny, and he helped out with Denise's kissing game as well. He also brought on 2 children and sort of seen how toys of yesteryear, if you like, I'm exaggerating, compared to toys of today and what today's generations are used to. So that was very interesting as well. Very jealous of those kids. They will probably be somebody's kids, you know, one of the producer's kids or something. Yeah, we'll bring them on, why not? But very, very interesting. Then there's a special feature at the end, which is about 10 minutes. Lisa Maxwell takes us sort of behind the scenes I mean, the makeup room. We don't get to see in the dressing rooms, but if you want to see in the Loose Women dressing rooms, you do get to see those in Late Night with the Loose Women. Yes, it has to be that one, because I know we get to see in Jane's dressing room, and that's very interesting. And she takes us, and we get to see behind the desk as well. It is, you can't see on there, but it is the new studio, you know, the new studio which I was so repulsed by. It's warming on me. I'm getting used to it. It's not enough to make me stop watching Loose Women. The table is, if it wasn't for that big dippy slope at the beginning of the table, it would be alright, you know, but it's a bit, But we get to see behind the table, and oh, it's great. And something Lisa Maxwell said was, you know, all the women complain about how there's no leg room behind the table, but she's fine because she's short. She's 2 inches taller than me. I could quite easily fit behind that table, and I wouldn't complain. I'd be very easy and very happy. I wouldn't cause a fuss at all. Hint, hint. No, yeah, right, Amy. But it is, the behind the scenes feature was probably more enjoyable for me personally than the entire hour-and-a-half episode, just because that is the world I want to walk into that studio every single day of my life, you know, because so much things could happen. But yeah, so it's exceedingly entertaining. As I said, probably my favourite DVD apart from the best of, but the best of wasn't exactly new footage apart from the bits to camera from Jackie and Colleen. Of course, that is the only DVD with Jackie. This is the second one with Andrea. Technically the third, but second fresh material with Andrea. And if Andrea ever leaves Loose Woman, I will go mad. I will so not be happy. But obviously she'll have to leave it eventually. Well, she doesn't. She can still be there when she's 60, 70, 80. I don't know if she'll want to be, but hopefully. Put this way, when I get on Loose Woman, and I'm saying when, because I'm being optimistic here, whether that is as a guest, panellist, yada yada. Just a side note, I'd rather be a panellist than a host. And I know it's weird to say I don't want to climb to the top of that ladder for Loose Women, but I'd rather be a panellist than a host. It's weird. But when I get on there, I hope Andrea's still there. It would be very fun. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts on this. It's £9, I think, on Amazon. I don't know if that's a sale price, you know, in January sales, or in sort of Christmas sales, because I bought it just after Christmas or just before, I can't remember. But the sale's wrong, you know, the cheap price is wrong, but I don't know if it'll stay at that price. But let me know your thoughts. It is absolutely fantastic. If you're kind of like, the last DVD was a bit rubbish, do I get it? Yes, get it. It's just altogether just under 2 hours, and it's a little sensation. Laughed from start to finish, cried a few times, happy tears, and tears of why isn't my career working tears. But I did. I absolutely loved it. You will too, I promise you. Please feel free to leave comments, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!